I'm going to go ahead and get things started here. We've got just a short presentation to run through, which will highlight what it means to be a member and participate with Kuretsu Forum and the benefits that are available to you that come from that, and dealing with the angel investing activities that we come together around. And why do we exist? And what does the picture represent on the front of us? So if you look at the Kuretsu logo, it's got the black and the white. And Randy Williams, our founder, he was originally interested in angel investing after he retired in real estate in the late 90s, but he found it very disorganized. It was hard for him to really get to the root of these opportunities. And so he wanted to create a better way, and he wanted to create a community to support him in being a better investor after he'd lost some money on some angel investing deals in the East Bay and San Francisco. So Randy's a bohemian. He's part of Championship Water Polo Club. He's always been a big team player, all about collaboration. And so in putting together collaboration around his angel investing, this is what our logo means. It means our hands together in a circle supporting each other. And that's some imagery that we'd like to use, and that's what our logo represents as well. That as we support each other, come together, we build that strength in our portfolio companies, in our investing screening, and our due diligence, and that's what leads us all to be better investors. These are serious opportunities for serious investors. So, it's a lot of fun to watch Shark Tank. We certainly do that as well. Technology is interesting. But it really takes a little bit something different to commit to allocating a portion of your time and your capital in writing checks and being able to support entrepreneurs. It's always going to be high risk. There's no guarantees, but one guarantee that's out there is that if we work together, we're likely to have a better result than if we work independently on our own. So that's where coming together and building Keiretsu Forum from when Randy started it 20 years ago in the East Bay, it's now grown to be the largest and most active investment organization in the world. And it's like that because of the core value of our members and who we are. And it's a very exciting time to be becoming an angel investor because the market is now virtualized around the world. And by joining Kuretsu, you become a member contributing as part of the largest angel investment network, 55 plus chapters. And we have our 56th chapter that's going to be launching here very shortly. Just had our first couple members join the new chapter. It's in the Mid-Atlantic region. And that'll be announced coming up here in a couple weeks at our final expo session, our newest Kretzy Forum chapter on the East Coast. 3,000 members globally and over 1,100 companies funded over the past 20 years. It's been quite a fun journey. We represent the Northwest and the Rockies region. So Kuretsu is divided into geographic areas with different teams supporting. Obviously, that's built off our history as being an in-person event organization where the majority of the benefit that you'd receive as a member would come from you actively attending and showing up and participating. And we're used to producing about 30 in-person events a month. So it was a big shift this last spring to virtualize all of our operations, but it was something we'd been preparing for and had done a lot of virtual activities before that. So it wasn't as tough for us, but certainly we've now become very good to the point where we produced an expo this last week with well over 400 attendees in a pure virtual format. So definitely a little different, definitely exercises the brain in a little different way, but we're good to be competing in that area and being able to try and be the best that we can. And it's all about our team. That's really the differentiator with Kuretsu Forum. It's who our team is in each of our different regions. And these folks are here to professionally support you in your angel investing. And this is what we do full time. For 20 years, I've researched angel investing and improved the processes around how we locate, find, promote, and support syndication of angel opportunities. So I've spent my whole career on this, 20 years from research at the University of Washington all the way through forming the Northwest chapter in 2005, and the last 15 years working with our whole global team as we've expanded from about 8 chapters to now adding our 56 chapters. So we'll be here another 20 years. We're continuing to grow and expand. That's our mission, is to grow our community of folks that are supporting our investment activities, because the stronger a group we have, the stronger our companies have access to more resources. And so very excited to have my wife, Brianna, as my partner and president for the Northwest and Rockies region. Juan Arango was our very first due diligence director with Kuretsu Forum. Was a game changer for us, having a full-time position, someone just focused on due diligence. Hard to believe that was almost 7 years ago now, but that really leaped us up the charts in terms of our activity level. Very pleased with Shauna, our most recent addition to the team, as our membership director, who's got, again, a very experienced career in membership and being able to work and build membership organizations, and is our concierge for bringing you aboard, making sure that you're getting all the value that you can from our operations. Claire Dillo, expert in event production, and has probably produced more angel events than anybody in the Northwest. Maggie, our chief of staff, just back from maternity leave. Nate Foose has taken over as due diligence director. Hard to believe, about a year ago. I've done a great job this year, produced well over 30 due diligence reports. And Amber Cannon's been helping out for a few years now and joined us full-time just about 6 months ago, as Juan has been also focusing his efforts on the Rockies region, which we acquired about a year ago. And so we're very excited. We have Shauna now in Denver along with Juan. We've expanded our team and virtualized our team across North America and across the world with some of our virtual assistants who also help out. So what do? Well, we fund companies. That's the bottom line here, is to create opportunities where investors feel good about making investments. Last year, 2019, about 145 events, 83 companies funded, about $54 million across our activities for 2019. And that ranked us as the most active early stage investor and late stage investor in North America, according to Pitchbook. So as you join Kuretsu, you get access to a lot of great deal flow opportunities that other folks have invested in, and about 200 companies a year on average that we back. So why are we here? Well, we're here because our founder, Randy, found that angel investing was hard, and it's really hard to do all by yourself. We only know what we know, and Randy knows real estate. He doesn't know tech, so he needed help, just like we all need help with life science, with impact, with clean tech, with nanofibers, with whatever it might be. If we want to have a truly diversified portfolio of investing, doing it all by yourself is a big challenge. And so unfortunately, most people lose money on angel investing. They invest in a couple deals, they lose their money, and then they stop investing. And that's why 97% of the accredited households, 13 million households in North America that could be doing angel investing, yet less than 300,000 actually make a 10K investment a year. Why is that? Well, nobody likes to lose money. No matter how wealthy you are, you lose 50 or 100K, you know, it's not a great feeling, because anytime you believe in something, you believe in somebody, you're writing them a check out of your checking account, you know, it's always disappointing if that doesn't work out. So, you know, how can we work together as a group to address some of those core pain, core challenges, and create a better way? Well, that was why Randy created Kretzy Forum 20 years ago. And that's why our members have contributed so much the last 20 years to create this platform where we can all be better investors. We can all learn. We have a peer-to-peer network. We're able to share our due diligence, our screening, our processes, and then syndicate that and compound that to make a very more beneficial experience for everybody. So there's a lot of life cycles that are involved in angel investing, from seed and early stage all the way through growth and sustainment. So if you're interested in making an impact, being involved, putting your capital to work, especially during the time of the pandemic when we can't do physically the things that we would like to be able to do to help, one thing we can do is invest. And we can support entrepreneurs that are building technologies that are going to have significant impact on the challenges of our future. The funding marketplace has dramatically changed over the last 15 to 20 years, and the angel investors have become much more sophisticated. And while the traditional Silicon Valley VCs have, you know, been able to raise multi-billion-dollar funds and focus on unicorns, it's left a huge gap and a huge opportunity for long-term, patient, strategic investment from angel investors, from family offices, from the rapidly developing personal syndication networks where we invest our own money in these opportunities, and then we bring in other like-minded investors to create a very strong cap table that can withstand whatever challenges may come and give the companies opportunities to persevere where they otherwise may have been shut down or failed. So where do we fit in the ecosystem? If you look at a conglomeration between local deal flow and global deal flow, there's about 250 plus angel groups in the United States that you can choose from to participate, and many of them are quite good, but about half of them can't even track how many deals they fund a year, and the other half can't put together a due diligence report, and that's unfortunate, but that's the reality of the situation, is that most of them have very little funding, very little service and support and expertise to help you with your angel investing activities. And so we build together a global association that acts on a regional, semi-regional level, but then brings together an association of many groups. And we also have many partner angel groups that work with us as well, and that we share deal flow with. So as we add more and more family offices to our list, it also very much strengthens our capital base and our ability to be able to support and fund companies over the long term and eliminate that follow-on funding risk that is such a challenge for angel investors working independently. If you fund a company and suddenly it needs another round, well, what do you do? I mean, if you've got a network, that's terrific. And if you can syndicate it and bring in the capital, that's great. But how many times can we do that each individually? It becomes challenging. Do it once or twice, but to do it for 30 or 40 companies in a portfolio, again, that takes a little bit of a bigger structure to be able to account for that. So what does it mean to become a member? First and foremost, it's about core values. Do your core values align with ours? Again, if there's a fit, fantastic. But if there's not a fit, hey, that's great too. We want to know that up front, because if you're not going to be super excited every day about how we're doing what we're doing, then it's going to be tough for you to get the value in terms of active participation with our organization. And so, the core values are pretty straightforward. Obviously, are you accredited? Do you have the capital allocated to invest? Typically at least 200 to 300K a year to invest in companies is what we see on average. Can be more, can be less, but we're looking for folks that have investment to contribute. We're also looking for folks that have expertise, that have resources, that have deal flow. There's lots of ways to contribute to the Keiretsu community aside from capital, and those are very important as well. But typically folks have an investment interest. Trusted, honest, respected leaders in our community. Again, leadership is the hallmark of entrepreneurship, and it's why we do what we do. And so having some leadership opportunity is very critical. And then wanting to work together. May sound like an interesting core value, but the collaboration aspect is critical. If you do not want to work together with other investors and share your due diligence notes, share your expertise, ask questions, then this is going to be a tough place for you to get a lot of value from, because that's what we do day in, day out. We want to work together with other members, get to know other members, be excited about that, and be excited to help these entrepreneurs, whether it's with a check or with a referral, with a resource, whatever it may be. And from there, it's fairly straightforward. There's an online application to be able to complete to indicate the areas that you have interest in, whether it's our committee system, it's our mindshare forums, your background, your experience. We want to learn about you. The more we know about you, the better we can connect you up with other folks that have similar interests, and there's going to be some core benefit that you're looking for. There's lots of different things that you can get benefit from, and we want to understand what are the top 2 or 3 priorities for you, because we want to deliver that right out of the gates and be able to make sure that you're in the first 2 or 3 months of Keiretsu, whether it's education, if you're a brand new investor, whether it's learning to connect with people in artificial intelligence and getting connected with our AI committee or our life science committee, or if it's specific types of deal flow. Or maybe you've got a company you've funded and it's ready for that next round of funding and you're looking for a network to be able to support its syndication. You're in the right place, because that's what we do, and most of our deal flow comes from our members. So we work through our membership committee. They're always a check and balance for us to make sure folks are joining Keiretsu for the right reason, and we look forward to onboarding new members every month into our community. So Shauna leads up our new member onboarding along with Brianna McDonald, our president. They'll go through your goals, objectives, go through our different technology systems that we use to manage deal flow and manage our events, manage our due diligence, and then go through the mindshare forum training. This is one of the fantastic benefits we've added as part of our pandemic response, was to create small groups for our members to have a trusted peer group of 8 to 10 members that support your angel investing. And these are experienced investors that can share notes and be able to address any issues that come up with your portfolio companies. And we're having those meetings the first Thursday of each month. So you join Keiretsu, the big organization, but you also join Keiretsu, the small organization, and it's a combination of those that really builds a lot of strength within what we do and builds those long-term relationships and support network to be able to help all of us be better investors, learning from the scars we've all got on our back. That's how we all get better faster and help our companies overcome the challenges that they face. So what are the benefits? I had a chance to detail this out a little bit further in the email that you would have all received. Again, global access to our deal network, peer-to-peer support through our mindshare forums, technology that connects all of our chapters globally with deal flow, data. We have a very special partnership. We're the only ones in the world that have a special partnership with Pitchbook to be able to offer a dramatically discounted access to our members, saving thousands and thousands of dollars if you'd like to get access to the Pitchbook data set. Full-time due diligence support, facilitation. We have our due diligence education kicking off in an hour and a half, a 3-part due diligence series that we do every couple months for our new members. And we're pleased to have 55 folks signed up for that this afternoon, taking advantage of that. And if you'd like to sign up today, we'd love to have you join us this afternoon as part of that program. Start getting value right away. Deal flow access. Again, much of our deal flow is proprietary. It's from our members. It's from our partner groups. It's from the relationships we built for 20 years, being involved in our investment communities around the world and sharing that deal flow together. This last year, we launched our term sheet committee. We saw deal terms were getting a little frothy, a little less investor friendly, and so we responded, and we have a terrific group of members reviewing every term sheet coming through to provide recommendations about how can we enhance the deal terms, how can we have a standard set of docs that represents us as an investor interest. Again, it's fair, but we want to make sure we're not having any self-inflicted wounds when things go well or things don't go so well. And syndication with other top groups, very important. And we built those relationships so you don't have to. And we bring those opportunities right to you. And then diversification is really the key. Anytime you're dealing with anything high risk, the best way to address it is diversification. We can't put all of our eggs in one basket, and that's certainly true with angel investing. The number one thing we can do to improve our performance is to diversify and to have 10, 20, 30, 40 investments that we've allocated capital to. That's how we're going to increase the likelihood that we're going to have a very successful economic experience with our angel investing. And certainly we're here to hopefully make sure that the personal, social experience is also a great benefit. So the next steps from today would be to obviously get your questions answered here in just a minute. Shauna's at the ready with the DocuSigns for membership applications. And so we'll collect that for anybody who'd like to join. We do have 2 expo specials left. So please do let her know if you've been in line for that. Now's the time, because we just have a couple spots left on that. So with that, that kind of concludes the presentation.